On February 1st, Kishida said that the Japanese government, listen to this, could use aspects including NFTs and Daos in efforts to revitalize. Wow. Because last I checked, when it came to the old Ethereum using all those darn gas fees, and it was expensive, but that was their main utility, gas fees, over and over, the utility being triggered over and over and over again. Combine this with the whole idea of foreign stablecoins being unbanned by June-ish of this year, right? USDT, Tether, Circle, USDC. Combine that with what you see here, and I become even that much more bullish on the likes of Jasmy. Hear me out. Be glad you connected at this particular point. It says, cool, Japan, a national strategy aimed at showing off the country's innovations and culture to the rest of the world. Prime Minister, hold on a second, let me blow that up. Prime Minister Fumio Kishida says NFTs and DAOs can promote cool Japan. Prime Minister Fumio Kishida told a meeting of the House of Representatives Budget Committee that blockchain-based non-fungible tokens, aka NFTs, and decentralized autonomous organizations, DAOs, right? I'm not exactly the biggest fan of DAOs, are part of Japan's national strategy called Cool Japan to attract investment and expand the economy, can help support on Wednesday. Now, when I go to this next slide, it's going to be the actual video. I want you to hear this because, if anything, it's pretty significant. And it's pretty awesome to see this because look at the price of Jasmy. When you tell you guys about preparing for March and all this, we have to throw Jasmy into it. Yes, Jasmy is not ISO 222 compliant, blah, 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 right? That's not the point. Here at Crypto Talk Now, we want to outline the ones that we feel as though has real solid opportunity. Yes, it could even be a few of these particular meme ones. Let's just be honest. But for the most part, it's the ones that have the utility. Let's get into that specifically because I think it's important to do so. So let's go ahead and share this on way you can hear it. Here we go. And this is, like I mentioned before, Prime Minister Fumio Kishida will bring great honor to Japan. Let's go ahead and listen to this. You must first wax on before you can wax off.
今、委員の方から Web3 について様々説明がありました。
But before you can do that, you must have subtitles. Why are you not showing subtitles? Because whoever put this together brought great dishonor by not showing English subtitle. I apologize for that. We must take this off because we do not understand. Unless you're like me, I only know how to say Ohayo gozaimasu and basically konnichiwa and stuff like that. Anyway, it was a nice thing. I guess they're just trying to show proof that he did the speech. That's the main key takeaway. All right, there's a little bit more. Here's the last part from this. This is from FeeNews.asia. All right. Let's go ahead and share this, and this will wrap up the show in a bit. And then after that, we'll go ahead and basically just maybe read a couple comments and so on and go from there. Here we go. So here it is. This was published today, so it's still pretty fresh. It says, standard charter to set up crypto custody JV in Japan. Why should it matter to you? That's the bottom line, right? Well, it says the crypto custody arm of Standard Chartered has entered into agreement with SBI's digital unit to form a joint venture in Japan. Ooh, well, why is this significant? Well, we'll get into that. If you didn't know, Zodia, which is Zodia Custody, and SBI DA will own 49% and 51% of the joint venture. Now, here's the key thing. If you remember that back and forth conversation between that one guy named Anonymous something another, I forgot his full name, and Mike Cornwell in that live video in the comments, now you have an idea of what he's referencing here. Aha! Maximus is pulling something out of the woodwork. No, I'm not. But if you've been following this, this is a little bit of what we're talking about. So, respectively, which will act as a Japan-based crypto asset custodian targeting institutional clients. That in itself sounds very bullish. Crypto asset custodian. Are they a smaller version of BlackRock? Are they the Japanese version of BlackRock? Well, let's just hear me out. I'm not trying to hype it up too much. Partnering with SBI, DAH, ensures the joint venture will offer, listen to this, gold standard crypto asset custody services in Japan. Now, I'm not going to state this is going to happen in the future, but I'm already thinking with all of the pullback, with taking the bans off of the stable coins and so on, there could be opportunity in the future for the likes of XDC. To me, that would make sense. That would be beautiful if that happened. But I'm not going to get people's hopes up. This is not, I'm not, what's his name? I'm not Russ Saitama. Zodiac Custody is both proud and excited to be working with SBI DAH to help set up SBI's Zodiac Custody, said Zodiac Custody CEO Julian Sawyer. Now, here's in regards to the partnership. It states here that they're building this ecosystem that happened basically since May of 2022. Now, this is based in London, but states Zodiac Custody is a standard charter subsidiary with backing from Northern Trust. And if you're wondering about this specifically, look at this. They have joint ventures with Switzerland's Six Group and more. The reason why I'm pointing this out, it reminds me a little bit of how they're going about this when it comes to these security solutions with where they're stationed at and so on, right? So, yeah, there's Liechtenstein. I'm not saying Liechtenstein is in Sweden. It's not. It's its own country, only 30,000 people and so on. But they're positioning themselves to become, to get something kind of worked out here, right? When you see terminology of, SBI DA is a company that oversees and operates digital asset related businesses within Japan or Japanese online brokerage giant SBI, as a subsidiary that includes SBI Securities Solutions Japan, Singapore, and Switzerland. It's kind of like you have a perspective of, all right, this could actually be a real thing. And if anything, that's the way I'm looking at it, because, I think this is big. I mean, come on, guys. Joint venture will offer gold standard crypto asset custody services in Japan. XDC is ready doing it as we speak with the whole thing of Comtech. This is a huge positive catalyst for the likes of Jasmy. And that's the main key takeaway, because if anything, as an extra layer of quote unquote utility for Jasmy, when a lot of people feel as though there wasn't much utility, there definitely is. And it just gives you more indicators of where the potential of Jasmy could be. At these particular price levels, a Jasmy, I don't know if we could get much lower than that. Maybe we see a retracement back to, 3 cents. I think when we saw basically in that I say 3 cents, I apologize, 0.002, right? 29, 28. I think that was bottom for Jasmy. I think Mike, didn't you get in at like 0.003? I myself got into 6, but where the case be, this is still considered a distressed asset. It hasn't recovered, but now we go from distress to where it could have huge growth. This is why we state here at Crypto Talk now that Jasmy has one of the best risk to reward ratios of anything out there. I'm not saying it's going to be as great as like XRP and stuff like that, but come on, guys. I mean, the news broke not that long ago about the whole thing of, for instance, the unbanning of the stablecoins. That's huge in itself. Combine that with this, having something similar to what XDC offers with Comtech Gold, and you got that tied into the likes of Jasmy. I mean, I guess this is why I do extended coverage. I get excited about all this. I mean, I'll be honest, guys. I'm not kidding. Like, I have problems with sleep apnea. Look at this. Sleep apnea. Crypto, this type of stuff keeps me up awake at night because I'm thinking to myself, I just, how do should I devote more time into this particular project? Should I see what this is doing over here? Then there's that over here. And, shout out to some of you guys. I mean, you guys got like, I thought I had problems at roughly 50 different crypto projects being invested. Some of you guys got like over 100. If you do, I hope to God that you have a portfolio manager application. Shout out to Johnny Crypto of 3T Warriors Academy. They're coming out with that thing called Merlin. I'm thinking about actually buying that to help me manage my portfolio that much better. Yeah, I'm cool with CMC, but they have extra things on there. No, I'm not being paid by them or anything like that, but I think they have a good app over there.